If you're a fitness trainer, we have a very unique moment in history that we will never get ever again. And for the first time, we have an opportunity to dominate in your local market, irrespective of whether you're number 2, number 3, or you're just getting started off and you need more business and there's a huge competitor in your marketplace. You see, there's a very special marketing technology that's happening online that we're completely missing the boat and we're not taking advantage of this. And this is going to be the future of marketing. And those who take this opportunity first will win. And for the rest of us, we're going to struggle to catch up. What I'm talking about is building direct relationships with your customers online first before they even walk into you and actually use you as their fitness or personal trainer. What we're doing right now is we're just pushing out content and we're pushing out information. If you think about it, here's how we attract clients. We write a blog post, we write some Facebook posts, or we put out some press releases, some ads in the paper, in a postcard, or maybe a Google ad, and we try to get all those clients into our business. And those clients don't know us that well enough. You see, the marketing has shifted. Clients all of a sudden are much more smarter. They want to know you, like you, and trust you. And all the content we're pushing out is just not enough anymore. There's a fundamental shift happening, and if we take advantage of this, we win every single time. And that is building direct relationships with someone first. So here's how it works. Let's assume that your clients, your local clients in your market, a lot of them hang out on Facebook. So what you want to do on Facebook is just not push out content. You could start by pushing out videos, blog, posts, images, photos, things that make sense. But more importantly, to start a direct relationship, we got to move from just pushing content to actually engaging these customers. So the way we engage them is if we push out content that someone would share, would like, would comment on, all of a sudden you start the building blocks of a relationship. When you keep doing that and you keep pushing content, you get to see what's working and what's not working. More importantly, you get to see the type of content that is now ends up in a relationship. Whoever has these direct relationships with the customers are gonna win. Back in the time, 2 to 3 years ago, our relationships were starting off in a blog post, and we put blog posts up. And you know how that's impacting the clients. The clients read a blog post, usually 60 to 70% leave your website and never come back. Or alternatively, we send out emails. Look at the open rate of emails. It's less than 20% in a good company. People not even reading it or taking action anymore. And we're spending hours and hours trying to follow up that relationship, but the effect of it is diminishing over time. Most people are using social tools. They're going to Facebook, they're going to YouTube, they're going to Twitter. When they come to the website, if they're not leaving a comment, that means they're not interacting and building this direct relationship with you. You see, if you're just getting started off and you're not number 1 in your market yet, your only goal over the next year or two is to build these direct relationships. And the key question you want to ask yourself is the content or the message that I'm putting out, number 1, is that message effective and are people engaging with that message? And there's tools for engagements like liking, sharing, commenting, and any feedback you get on it. So that's the first thing. Number 2, how often am I pushing out content? My favorite story, if you haven't heard of, is Seth Godin. Seth Godin has written multiple blogs, and he has a blog online, and he's an author that's published 12 books. Every time he puts something out, it turns into gold. He usually has best-selling books, and everyone knows Seth Godin is one of our best consulting agents of all time. But what people don't realize what Seth Godin has done is he's written 12 books. He's published content every single day since 2001. For over a 13-year period, he's been pushing out content and building one-on-one direct relationships. He's built tribes of people and he's connected with them. Now he's successful because of that. You see, the frequency of what you do is also as important as that engagement. You can't put out a blog post or a Facebook post today and don't do it tomorrow or the next day or the next week or the next year. It's not going to work. We're entering an era of micro content where You don't have to write a long post. You can put a quick little 2 or 3 line extract on Twitter or on Facebook. You can post an image and build an engagement directly with someone. You can share information from your gym. So the frequency of what you do is just as important as the ability to engage with your customers. And lastly, you want to move away from just putting plain boring content out to actually demonstrating your experience, your expertise. And you demonstrate that expertise by having the right content, and number 2, engaging someone and following up with them and showing them how you can help them so that they get to know you, like you, and trust you. So these are the tools that we need to build a direct relationship. We are standing in a historical moment in time where people with relationships are going to win. It's pointless having 10,000 fans on Facebook where only 2 or 3 people are engaging with you. It's more important to have engagement than a high number of fans. And if you can, do both. Anyway, the point of this video is direct relationships are going to win. If you're not sharing, engaging, you are going to be missing out on the biggest opportunity. And no matter where your business is right now, it doesn't matter. If you can directly engage that client and build that relationship, you're going to win and build a successful business. More importantly, you're going to set yourself up for the future.